for the past almost 1.5 months, an 8-member committee put together by the President, John Dramani Mahama, have been tasked to do some stakeholder engagement to see how we can reform Ghana's educational system from the primary all the way to the tertiary level. They've been doing some engagement with several groups across the country, and today they will be presenting their findings on what the outcome of their engagement have been. We are privileged to be joined by chairman of that committee. He is a former VC of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Odro. Prof, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
I mean, how has the last few weeks been for you and your committee?
It's been very ideal, but exciting as well, especially when we engage people of different contexts, different perspectives. The most remarkable one, they also expressed concern about how politics is interfering in university, especially tertiary education governance.
If you said they, you mean the senior citizens?
Senior professionals who came in, yeah. They were very much concerned. In fact, we had Professor Ivan Adai Mensah, Professor Ado Obing, Professor Jufus Anamwa Mensah, who was the chairman of the 2002 Educational Review, and then Professor Esi Sutherland Adi, who was also the chair of the 1988 University Rationalization Committee. And that was a very key concern they actually expressed. About free SHS had been an issue across all the stakeholders. Majority think that there should be a review. Boarding fees should be paid by parents. That's some view. One view that came out strongly, which was very interesting, was that government should introduce lunch for both day students and boarding students, and then breakfast and dinner parents should pay for that. So that is what they say. So far it's been very exciting, and we are hoping that today's validation is to debate, discuss the issues emerging. So based on that, we can draw conclusions, which we'll be presenting to the public in our communique. And that will also inform our report and the final suggest proposals that we'll be making to government. We have analyzed the data. We have come out with key issues. These key issues are being presented. That's why they are currently discussing. So those issues that are confirmed will be taken as stakeholders' opinions for that. Those which have not been confirmed will mean that they are not key issues of concern.
You have to drop them.
We wouldn't drop them, but in our report they will come as in the report. But we would pronounce the validated ones. That will be the basis of policy recommendations, and then the report will detail the others also.
Okay. So when will President John Dramani Mahama receive the final document from your committee?
Hopefully, by 28th of March, we would have finished with the final report. In fact, all stakeholders have expressed concern about uncompleted buildings across schools. People have talked about some pupils in basic schools still operating under trees, some operating in schools without desks and others. And the other side of infrastructure is digitization. We are now digitizing learning. Online has become, so technology is an issue. Some have complained about facilities to support that. And so some recommendations that have come up is basically public-private partnership to address some of these issues. These are some of the things that have come up. Concern has also been raised about still under infrastructure, especially in the tertiary education, how private house owners are capitalizing on the scarcity to losing the word of one stakeholder, extort money from them, and so they call on government to regulate the fees that the rent that they charge. And so these are some of it. But as I said, We'll firm up everything after the validation. Once they are validated, then we'll make it.
That's what's been happening here at the University of Professional Studies in Accra. James Habaji here will keep a touch on it and bring you all the updates on Joy News.